Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest will consist of 3 3-minute rounds and is your main event of the evening. Your judges scoring the action, Don Howard, Carlos Shad, Felicia O, and your referee in charge of the action, George Gallegos. Now, making his way to the cage, out of the red corner, Weston Quiroz.
The moment we have all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen, especially myself and my broadcast partner, John Evans, the main event of the evening. Making his way to the cage, Weston Quiroz. Record of 4-0. Most of those, I believe, or 2 of those outside of the state. Fighting out of Bas Rutten's MMA. Trains with a lot of killers. Seen him at Gracie Baja Tarzana, I think.
Yeah.
Kit Dale in an assorted room of jiu-jitsu sensations. This kid has been talking a lot online about taking the title from Tony Cortez. Seems very confident. Tony took offense to that, personal offense to that, and made a lot of posts of his own talking trash back to Weston. So
yeah, that weigh-in looked really heated.
The weigh-in was very intense. There were no handshakes. It was Tony didn't even want to face the camera. He instead stayed deadlocked on the eyes of Weston Quiroz, his opponent here tonight. Weston, as you can see, in very good shape, coming in at probably 4% body fat.
Yeah, very lean.
Just lean and shredded for the weight class, and long too. I have a feeling his approach is going to be to get this fight to the ground as soon as possible. I don't think he's going to want to stand and trade with Tony Cortez, and something in me thinks he may even come out with something unorthodox, like an Imanari roll or something that he thinks Cortez isn't familiar with seeing. Cortez online on his Instagram was posting that he doesn't think Quiroz is even worthy of stepping in the cage with him. That Quiroz is a basically wet behind the ears, very green, has no actual experience as a pure grappler, and isn't ready for the level of competition that Tony Cortez presents.
We're about to find out.
We are. And it will be the upset of several years if Quiroz can win this fight.
Yeah, if he can pull this off. Definitely looks to have a bit of a height advantage.
He will.
Which I'm not sure if that's going to matter a ton, unless he decides to strike with him and keep him on the outside. But to your point, I think he's probably going to want to grapple with him right off the bat. So. I
want to know what he saw in Cortez's game that he thinks he can exploit, and that makes him so confident. Is it that Cortez is weak in the jiu-jitsu area, which I don't remember seeing Tony on the ground much to even gauge it?
I think Tony's pretty good on the ground, though.
I think so too, and I know he trains with high-level guys.
Yeah, I don't know if Tony's bad anywhere, honestly.
I don't think so either.
Extremely impressive.
Is it that he thinks Tony's not ready for straight ankle locks, knee bars? Is he a leg guy? You know.
And making his way to the cage, out of the blue corner, Tony Cortez.
And here comes the reigning defending champion, multiple belt holder, Tony Cortez. And we know what he's about. We've seen him fight a handful of times now. We know he's good everywhere. Very strong hands, very good conditioning, very good wrestling.
Yeah, he just
full of confidence.
Will not stop.
Right. Can take a punch.
Can definitely give a punch.
And truthfully, I'm surprised he's still fighting amateur, to be honest.
It's a little surprising.
I thought for sure by now he would have gone pro. But this fight perhaps was something that he just couldn't turn down. Look at all the belts. Yeah. I mean, I think there were 4.
Maybe just wanted to get a little more experience before he moves up.
But will we see another Galdino Ibarra type finish when Tony finished that fight in about 8 seconds. You remember that one?
It's possible. I mean, I just, it's hard to bet against Tony Cortez at this point, and that's not a slight on Quiroz at all.
Yeah, we just don't know anything about him. Perhaps if I had trained with Quiroz before, I could say, oh yeah, this guy's a killer. You don't know anything about him. Like, he taps, you know, high-level black belts in the gym. I mean, that could very well be the case.
Yeah, it's possible. I did see one of his matches, his pure grappling matches, and it looked like he was going after Kimura's, and it was looking pretty good. But
I think he has a win via knee bar. As I check his fight history here, he has a submission win. I think he knee barred a guy less than a year ago, and he has a win. His second win was in less than a minute by TKO. So just his camo wins are impressive, and they both happened in the first round. His other two outside of the organization, I don't know.
Wow, Cortez is only 21 right now?
Yep. Quiroz is 25.
Lake Elsinore, for all the wonderful people here at the Diamond and for everybody watching around the world, if you are ready for the main event of the evening, let me hear ya!
Very excited for this one.
The following contest is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds at the 150-pound division and is for the 8-Fight League Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He has an undefeated record of 2 wins, no losses. He stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 149.8 pounds. Fighting out of Thousand Oaks, California, here is Weston Quiroz. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He also has an undefeated record of 5 wins, no defeats. He stands at 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 150.1 pounds. Fighting out of Corona, California, he is the SparStar Champion, the 145 State Champion. Here is Tony the Conqueror Cortez. The referee in charge of the action, George Gallegos.
And you could hear the crowd seem to be, there's some boos when they announce Weston.
Tony Cortez seems legitimately angry at Weston, and I wonder if that's going to be a hindrance or a help.
Good question.
Yeah.
Good question. I don't know, but it's I'm excited to see what happens.
Some fighters need emotion to fight. I believe Tony can fight under any conditions.
Yep.
Will the emotion help him here? And we're off.
Oh, and right away for the takedown. And Weston gets him down.
I knew he was going to attempt this takedown right off the bat, and he got it.
Tony with an underhook, looking to sit up into butterfly. Maybe go underneath and use that to get up. But still on his back. Weston floating on the butterfly guard. Double unders for Cortez. If Cortez wants to stand up from here, could be a good way to get the fight back to standing or even put Weston on his back. Let's go to there's the double unders again.
Tony trains with very good grapplers and wrestlers. He's been here before.
Goes to the single leg X. Got to watch out for strikes.
You're not allowed to reap. Tony's in a...
No, this is double outside Ashi.
It's legal. That's legal.
That should be legal.
That's a legal...
That's
a legal attempt. That was not a reap.
Yeah, that was not a reap at all.
And if it was illegal, why are they restarting on the feet and not the ground? So Weston went in to shoot again. This time Tony was ready for it.
Yep, and it looks like Tony's got over under. Over under clinch. And,
Weston looked to pull.
yeah, he's trying to get that arm bar. He's
Looking to pull him into a triangle here. Tony's got to be careful. He's hip to it.
He's using the gloves.
That's very interesting. An overhook on the glove. I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, it's kind of stuck in there. He's using that to get his leg position. This is...
Tony is chomping at the bit to land strikes here. I just know.
The arm's starting to come loose now.
He's being very smart. Weston is probably hoping to capitalize on that emotion and that Tony would make mistakes. Tony wants to stand up with him.
Oh, stuffed that takedown easily. Tony says, get back up.
Yeah, Weston was able to get the fight where he wanted it once, and it might not happen again. There's that shot attempt. He's
easily stuffed, and Tony on top this time.
Tony going to push him into the fence here and look to rain down some ground and pound if he can break free of that grip.
Weston holding on, doing a good job of closing the distance, staying safe from the strikes.
Looking to throw up a triangle, but I think Weston is probably finding out that Tony's a little more savvy on the ground than he thought, and potentially a little stronger than he thought.
Nice slam from Tony. Rolls Weston over.
Weston might be looking to roll back into that omoplata, but instead goes to his knees, pulls half guard.
So I think Tony's looking for a darce.
Oh, he might have it too. He's got the short darce for sure. Oh, he might end up on bottom though.
He's on bottom, but he might have the choke though. Yeah, this one's full on.
That's actually an interesting...
That's time. Time's expired, at least according to our clock.
Oh, he tapped. I don't know if that's a...
Are they going to count that? Our clock might have been off.
Yeah, I think our clock is off. I'm going to run downstairs and get the interview.
Yeah, wow. Beautiful darce finish. Tony looking very cool and composed in that match. And Weston definitely was dangerous. At this point, Cortez has to go pro. This, I mean, he's so good. Here's a replay of the finish. Deep in this darce. And yeah, this one was on. You can see Weston trying to push his own hand to create some space so he could breathe, but it was very, very tight. And you have to be so confident in that choke to hang on to it like that. But he does, and he gets the W in round number 1 right at the end. Beautiful stuff from Cortez. Putting the belt on Cortez, and my broadcast partner Kevin Widows running down there right now to get the post-fight interview. Now with the EFL belt. Fantastic job, and just looking unstoppable. Still have to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee George Gallegos calls a tap out at 2 minutes 59 seconds of the very first round. For your winner by submission due to Darce choke, Tony the Conqueror Cortez. And he is your new 8-Fight League champion.
Yes, sir. Perfect. Thank you. I'll close it out after that. Okay, no worries. Hold on. Cut the music. Tony, congratulations. I personally wanted to do this interview with you. You and I have been in here a number of times, and I've enjoyed watching your rise. There was a lot of trash talk in this fight. I was watching everybody's Instagram closely. I know you took this fight personally. You know, you had mentioned you didn't feel like Weston even deserved to be in here with you. He was taking you very lightly. I think he thought he was going to come out and take you down and submit you right away. In 100 years, did you ever think you would win via Darce choke from the bottom?
To be honest, no, but it was there. I told Mr. Francis I was going to finish him in the first round, so I was like, I'm putting this motherfucker to sleep right now.
And he almost ran out of time. As a matter of fact, on our clock, on the commentator booth, the time was up, but you finished him with a few seconds left in the round. What's next? Is there anything left to accomplish at this level?
Whoever wants it, you know, come get it. Let's fight. I might be fighting for combate, most likely. And, hey, I'm going to be the double champ. I'm going to fuck everybody up, and that's it.
I don't think anyone doubts that. It's been my pleasure to call your fights. If I don't call another one, I'll be watching you from afar. Congratulations once again. Tony Cortez.
Hey, I just want to raise awareness against fentanyl. You know, let's conquer it together. Together we're strong, alone we're weak, so let's unite. And RIP to all my friends and brothers and everybody who ever died to drug overdoses. I love you guys, and I'm doing this for you guys. And hey, man, I'm going to be the greatest of all time, so imagine what you could do. Give up the drugs and follow God, and be the best you.
Your champion, ladies and gentlemen, Tony Cortez.
That's right, fight fans. Make some noise one more time for SparStar 8-Fight League. All right, folks, have a safe one. Back to your ring announcer. Ladies and gentlemen, did you have a good time tonight?
There you can see Tony Cortez going for that single leg X. It makes it to double outside Ashi, and they got reset. Here's Weston looking for a triangle or an armbar off of that. Just had an overhook on the glove of Cortez. Cortez winning this takedown battle, ending up on top, stuffing the takedowns of Weston. And slamming Weston out of the guard. And finally ending with that beautiful Darce finish. Picture perfect, gets the tap, gets the submission, and gets the belt.